Simplest complete unit of an element.
Atom.
Aluminum. Atomic number is 13.
Wait, what?
Atomic weight.
Oh, okay.
What is the atomic weight of aluminum?
I don't know.
27. How many protons in aluminum?
13.
How many neutrons?
14.
How many electrons?
13.
Which atomic particle has no charge?
Neutrons.
Isotopes. Iodine. Which has more neutrons? How do you tell?
Can you say that question fully? Like including the numbers?
Isotopes has 127 neutrons or 131 neutrons. How do you tell?
Because of their atomic weight.
What hormone is produced?
When you don't my hair. And which?
Isotopes. What hormone is produced?
Diroxin?
How many protons does an atom have?
Depends on the element.
13.
On what element?
An atom.
Those are answers for these.
Muscle depolarization, which causes contraction, involves the movement of sodium into the cell.
Physiology.
The heart has 4 chambers.
Anatomy.
Which is more complex, an organ or a tissue?
Organ.
Which is more complex, a macromolecule or a cell?
So.
Sum of all chemical reactions in the body.
Metabolism.
Water is added to a macromolecule to break it down into micromolecules.
Hydrolysis.
Moving substances across membranes and into body fluids, such as movement of digestion.
Is it absorption?
Yes. A virus is non-living because
They cannot reproduce on their own.
the hydrostatic pressure exerted by the blood on vessels as the heart pumps. This is what sign?
Vital sign.
Gas used to release energy from food materials, cellular respiration is
Aerobic.
oxygen. Negative feedback mechanisms. A pH of 12 would be
Basic.
condition where the blood pH is below 7.35.
Acidosis.
The tendency to maintain a stable internal environment.
Homeostasis.
Self-promoting mechanism that causes changes further away from the homeostasis.
Positive feedback.
What is the normal homeostatic body temperature in degrees Celsius?
37 degrees Celsius.
Mm-hmm. What is the control center for body temperature?
Hypothalamus.
Body temperature is regulated by a blank feedback mechanism.
Negative feedback.
The blank of the body is composed of the upper and lower limbs.
Appendicular portion.
The dorsal cavity includes the cranial cavity and vertebral canal spinal cavity. It houses the central nervous system, brain, and spinal cord. The blank contains the distal end of the large intestine, the internal reproductive organs, and the urinary bladder.
Epigastric.
No. Pelvic cavity.
Pelvic cavity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
The surface of the sac that is in contact with the lungs is called
Can you repeat that?
the surface of the sac that is in contact with the lungs is called
Parietal pleura.
actually visceral pleura.
Visceral
Lines what lines the inner surface of the abdominal wall?
Parietal pleura.
The trachea to the esophagus.
Interior.
Yep. Elbow to wrist.
Just proximal.
Thumb number 1 to little finger number 5.
Lateral.
Heart to diaphragm.
Superior.
What section or plane divides the body into superior and inferior portions?
Transversal plane.
What section or plane divides the body into anterior and posterior portions.
Coronial.
Which applies to physiology, function in chemistry, or structure and location.